Hey y'all, Paul Wooten here again. Want to come to you guys with a little cool little story. Mr. Angel, A.R.HOTBOX, we talk almost daily. So I don't know, about 2 or 3. Well, it was after the first visit. We're on the phone, and I said, "What you doing?" He says, "I'm waxing my Hot Wheels." I said, "What?" I said, "You're waxing your Hot Wheels." I said, "Are you using Hot Wheels wax?" He says, "No." "Do they make it?" I said, "Yeah, man. Hot Wheels released some special edition Hot Wheels and wax with their name on it." He says, "You're kidding me." I said, "No, man. I'm telling you the truth. They made, Hot Wheels released some of their own wax." He's like, "Man, you're giving me a bunch of crap." I said, "Dude, I'm telling you." So I snapped a picture of the bottle of the wax, and it's actually laying right here. And it says Mother's Hot Wheels Premium Wax. No, Hot Wheels didn't make it, but Hot Wheels' name is all over it. So he was like tripping. He says, "You really got it?" I said, "Yeah, I even wax my Hot Wheels with it." That's why I only use a little bit, but he was waxing some of his cars. They had scratches on them, so he thought I was giving him crap, but that goes. I'm gonna tell you the story behind all this stuff. Most new collectors don't know a whole lot about it, but back in 2003, Mother's Wax and a couple guys, one you may know famously, the other one you might not know as well, but most Hot Wheels collectors know both, is Carson and Chip Foose. Have worked together many years, and I believe they still are. And they kind of both had some history with Hot Wheels. You can look that up. I would say, like, go to Carson or actually go to REDPHIN Productions, I think it is. I don't want to say it wrong, but just pull up REDPHIN, REDPHIN, and you pretty much, it'll pull everything up about Carson and Chip Foose's involvement with Hot Wheels. But they decided to come out with a series of Mother's Hot Wheels cars. So when they first came out, there was the first car was let's see here, I got my notes, a 33 Ford Roadster. And I don't have it in my collection, so I'm going to show you a picture on my phone. I know this high tech. I should be able to insert a picture right now, but I ain't that smart. But that's kind of, well, let me get this out of the way. Well, guess what? That ain't gonna work. Anyway, look it up on Wiki. I'm not even gonna show them pictures. It doesn't. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna continue going. So anyway, they did a 33 Roadster, a Dare Delivery, which I do have right here. And it's got Foose's name on the back. And it's pretty bad. It says on the top, it says, "There's no shine like Mother's." It's got that on the roof there. But this was one of the models that came out then. And then they had a 70 Chevelle SS and then a 56 Ford truck. All the graphics were designed by Chip Foose. That was released in 2003. Then later in 2003, they came out with a 2003 Mother's Wax Special Edition. And I do have this. It is a Mini Cooper. All right. Focus. Anyway, it's a Mini Cooper with real riders. My dang camera's not focusing tonight. So then they came out again in 2003 with another kind of 2003, 2004. They came out with a 4-car set. My phone's acting up here. Number 1 is the Little Bit Foose, which is this bike. I got a screen in front of me, so I'm looking at my camera. Got this bike on a cool card with the Dare Delivery. The back of it is what it looks like there. So you got that one. You got Mom's Road Rebel, which is a little go-kart. And then you got number 3 is Mom's Pro 34. I've got a lot of these loose somewhere. And then the last one, which was in conjunction with Tom Daniels, is this bus. It's got Tom Daniels at the top. I don't know if you guys know who Tom Daniels are. Most of you older collectors will. A lot of his creations early were in plastic models, kind of like George Barris. They designed all the crazy things. This school bus was one of his cars. The Red Baron, Paddy Wagon. Can't remember the rest of them. My brain's gone. But anybody that knows Tom Daniels knows the model kits and stuff that he has created, and a lot of them moved over into Hot Wheels. But yeah, the card art on these things is so awesome. I've actually got an old four car display that you used to get. You can't get them anymore. You might be able to get some of them, but anyway, you put the 4 cars in here. It's back when the segment series were just 4 cars, and you could lay them cars in there just like I'm doing, and you could snap it, Protecto, and it would hold your 4 car sets, your segment series. It's in a protector pack. They may still be available. I've also got some that are long. Let me get over here where you can see me. Some of them, they stack up lengthways this way. But yeah. So anyway, A.R.HOTBOX was like, "Man, you're tripping me." So when he came over, one of the 2 times, I showed him the wax, and he's like, "Man, I've got a couple more bottles, and I don't know where they're at. If I find them, I've done promised him one, but that's that for right now. This one right here will last me forever. But it does work good on the cars to wax them. But it's a cool little souvenir thing. But what they had was at AutoZone and different places, they had the box. You can look it up online, but they had it in a box, and then below it had one of these cars in it. And what was happening was, as soon as they hit there was people still in the cars out. Deja vu. I mean, here it is, you know, what, 10 years, 15 years later, people are still stealing cars out of special packaging. So the auto parts stores or whatever, I guess they didn't want them anymore. They sent them to all the big lots, and then when the big lots got them, of course, I hit as many big lots as I could. I wanted the wax, and I wanted the Dare deliveries. I wanted different pieces. And dummy me, I was desperate for some dairies at one point and didn't have any. And this is the only sole survivor. So it's the only one I got. So I've been looking for more, but they're like almost impossible to find. So that's that. Just another little cool little tidbit. I was telling you about Carson Lev and Chip Foose, which I have met both a number of times at a couple conventions. Also had the opportunity to go to his shop on more than one occasion and see this, you know, many of Chip's famous cars, but to me, this car here is Carson Lev all over. It was a Chevy Bel Air. The deco on the side of it isn't what his street version looks of this. And I'll show y'all pictures. If I knew how to add them to the end, I would, but maybe I'll do that this time. But this car came in many variations, a couple different wheel variations, and a couple color variations. If you look there on the signature right there's Chip Foose and Carson Lev. He always prints his real neat. Not much of a signature. You can really tell pick his out from anywhere. But yeah, it was been a pretty cool ride to be able to meet these guys and have them both sign this car. I've got like 2 or 3 of them signed by both of them, and I just can't come off of them. I've had people wanting them, but I don't know. It's just a cool memory. I could rattle on. I got some other cool Foose stories and some stories Foose shared with me, and Carson and what have you. But it's good to know them guys. I don't know if they'll watch my video or not, but shout out to them guys. They're always been awesome. Always open up their doors to collectors and the groups that we brought to them, and was able to hear some cool stories, see some cool builds. Just his shop is just phenomenal, and his new showroom is even cooler. But I could talk all night. I could get into my storytelling, but don't yeah. I can't. It's getting late. It's been my 3rd video of the day. I've never done 3 videos in one day. But shout out to Mother's Hot Wheels Premium Wax. Go out and hunt you up some of these cool releases. I don't know, between the Dairy and the Mother's Mini Cooper. There it is. And I'll leave you with that. Mini Cooper. So, thanks for tuning in once again, and we'll see you in the next video.